So I'm helping Tempora out doing some demo reviewing, and I looked through their T side on this map previously on stream. Didn't put that on YouTube, and I'm not going to. But this is interesting because they go at round 18. They're 15-13 up, right? Right. It says 12-5 in the top, but according to oh yeah, they win this round as well. Sorry, there we go. So 13-5 is the scoreline, and something happens here because they're going into overtime this game. So let's take a look at what happens in Tipora's CT setups because their T setup was very good. They played a lot of defaults, changed minor things about the default, but played like 3A, one passive mid, and then one either passive or aggressive towards B. He went aggressive in the beginning, then went back passive, which was a good change because he was getting caught out when he played passive. Otherwise, there were not much to say about their T side, like minor mistakes and stuff like that, but I don't think that's important. So let's take a look at the CT side, right? This is the second buy round, right? Play pretty standard here. Having one guy spot from mid far back, two towards A, two towards B. They are setting up 2A, 2 mid, 1 B. Coming up here, taking slow control. This is probably better angle. So first contact's probably going to be A here, right? No, we're taking mid. He's under. B guy knows no one is aggressive B. They have taken mid control. Not much happens. First entry A. He rotates back. Pushes up. It's a bit of a fake, but you seem very aware of it. They rotate back. You guys rotate back. May just lose this scenario, right? He gets a good flank. Oh, he gets a very good flank on you both, and yeah, they win around. So if you look at the setup here, it's very passive. Like if you just scroll through this round, like the furthest you're up in mid, they could even be boosted mid, and he wouldn't know. You don't have much information towards A except the steps you can hear, but you don't know numbers. And B is also very, very passive. So we're playing completely blind. We'll see if this keeps up. I mean, it's fine to do one passive round like this every now and then, especially if you knew they were on SMGs. It's probably worth playing passive like this. But I mean, you're playing blind, which makes the rotation win them the round. But they are also putting pressure everywhere, so it's really hard to win that. Round number 2, let's see. Or round number 20. But probably when you take 3A like this, like how do you set this up? You have to grab some space, right? Because now, again, like last round, you're playing blind. You're giving them mid, you're giving them down B control, and you're also giving them full A ramp control. So you're giving them the opportunity to rotate around anywhere. And just let them do the hit. He gets a good 2k on me. 5v3 here. You're 3 towards B. This was always a fake. You fell for it a bit. You shouldn't. lose this round anyways. Let's see. They get side, you're rotating back. Span through smoke. Hmm. Opt. Okay, good trade. Oh, he wins this? Okay, he falls back. Yeah, it's a bit of an unlucky timing, but the biggest issue in this round, like this retake isn't perfect, but the biggest issue here is same as I said last round. You're very passive and you're giving him all the space. You have no one flank in here, and Vertigo is like the best map to flank because you can get fast from mid, you can go fast from B. Like most rounds, you should have someone from behind on CT, especially in a 5 versus 3, right? Because you know at least they're 2A, right? Because they're making sounds like after fake. Like around this timing, you should probably know there's multiplayer, right? But you're all rotating through here rather than having one because this rotation going. Let's see, where's my tool? There it is. Free like going down and go down, like and come up from behind from mid. Isn't that long of a rotation? So you probably should have one going ladder here. But yeah, it's a passive setup that like you take no space. So this is Nico. A stack is fine. Let's scroll through this. You're pushing. They know you're pushing because they have the sound from him. Yeah, not much happens. Yeah, they do a flawless round. It's a full eco. You do push, that's fine. I'd probably do stack on Vertigo because when you push like that, they're gonna hear you immediately. This might be worth just like walking up mid together or something because the rotation to mid isn't. I suppose the rotation to mid isn't that long, like from CT spawn up to mid. So if you just walk that, you could probably get someone off guard. But yeah, the push together is nothing wrong with. Let's see. Oh, you double eco. Wait, what? What happened last round? So you had 2k. You're fine. You buy one shotgun. Okay, you're going for. I think that's a good decision here. If you want a full, like the full economy, it's a very good decision since you have the rounds to spare. So it's nothing wrong with doing double eco. I think it was fine. But here you're also like on a low buy, so probably be more proactive overall. Like be more proactive towards A. From all the rounds I've seen, like try to take ramp control. Make a protocol where you take ramp control. Yes, lose this out. It's an eco. It's fine. Expected. Okay, so here's like now we're starting to be. This is the important rounds, right? Because you're 13-9. One more puts you down to eco again. That becomes 11. So here you should probably change it up, right? I don't know if you guys are. Because I was talking to Case, and Case said that you guys have a bit of an issue closing games out, so maybe you're panicking here. But now you're taking ramp control, like we talked about. You win that fight. He's blind. Okay, lose the second fight. Here, just as a note, like probably comms and stuff, but look how far forward he is. Like he's up here and you're here. You have no chance of backing up. That's a good crossfire. Probably you're very far apart even swinging this. Like he gets lucky there. This is probably back off scenario. Like you can back off here, no problem, because your mates have you. So you could back off this. But yeah, it's very hard in these situations. But you're very far from each other, so have like think about being close in there. Um, because that's gonna snowball into you guys losing round, right? So you lose that, you're in a 44 still though. They have 3 site here. 24, 25. When this happens, you lose the guy here. He said, like here, very far away. Ah, you make a decision to save there. Okay. You could probably gamble a lot earlier. Like I know they faked once, but this guy doesn't have to be B still. Especially with like, what is it? 2 Molotovs, 1 smoke. You should know it's A. You could probably rotate earlier, but yeah. No. Change up here and taking the fight ramp is good. So you just lose that fight. Play close together. There's not much more to say about that round. Okay, so you go for the save. Yeah, you have saved stuff. You have full round bonus here, so you should get 3,400, right? I don't know. Sometimes Skybox is wrong, but you don't need this much money in the bank to buy full if you don't want like 5 ops. But probably like this guy doesn't need only the glyph. That's what it has. I don't know if the economy is correct on Skybox there. We could probably buy down a bit more, be a bit more proactive. It's a nice try doing the rampush. I'm a bit in two minds. It's a nice try doing the rampush, doing something together. But you have an AWP and an AK. Could probably just stack the pistols A and then just hold. It's an. I feel like you're panicking now. Like you feel like you need to win rounds. That's a bit of a panicky play, I would say. Because you could as well just play that slow, force down a bit more on the pistol players, and then just play that slow, like playing that as a standard round. Maybe rotate the AWP around a lot, like play 2 mid, 1 with AWP, and the AWP rotates around and have 1 pistol mid and like 1 pistol B. Because they haven't hit B really, except 1 round. Uh, One passive mid that's changed sides though. Usually been playing from down there. So that's a bit of a change. Oops, get picked off. Refrag. See how much free space? Like compared to how they played, they fucked up a bit in how they went aggressive, but they went like 2 and 3B every now and then and just took the positioning. You've probably done the same, because see how much free space they have. Even if you're unlucky here, like he could sneak out under you, but they have all of mid, they have all of B up here. They have a lot of free space to work with, and you guys are not shrinking the map here at all. Which puts no pressure on them when they do these executes. Because the hard thing about T-side vertigo is that CT is going to be so fast behind you, you're always going to have to watch your back, but they never have to do that. See? They don't even care about their behind right now. And you're too super far away here. Like this is also super far behind. Or super far back, not behind. Is that timing correct? The Molotovs? Bomb goes down. That's 2 wasted Molotovs. Wait for your friends to come in and use your Molotovs when everybody's ready. Because now you use 2 Molotovs here and you want to take the fights and you're losing people taking these fights early. So wait your friends. And the same here. You have taken no space, so you're all coming from this situation. And if every CT counts from this tiny angle here, it's super easy for the T-stall because they can like crossfire from here, from here, from here, from here even. And you have to check all these when you come up around. When you come up around this area here, you're gonna have so many angles. Try to take more space on Vertigo. You lost 1 ram fight this game, but yeah, that's the only time like you really tried with full guns. Because again, like you're so passive here. They can just smoke this off and you can play A retake. But playing A retakes requires you to have the space on like other sides of the map. What do you try and do in B here? Because you're low here. Okay, so here you're trying to take space, right? Running through, taking a fight. Like, this guy is dead almost anyways. Like in this scenario where you don't even know where they are. You probably heard him in mid. You know there was one down here. You're backing off playing passive again. They smoke mid. Okay, win this. I would say this round is a very lucky round to win because like these guys here are doing everything. Like they're having to fight the onslaught again. And this is why you lose most of these rounds because it's really hard holding this. I don't even know why he goes for the plant while he knows 3 alive. But you win the fights this time, which is it's good. But I mean, you don't have to be in a scenario where they're hitting 4 towards the side with 3. So you get 15. Still, like super passive, nothing happening. You're doing the same default. It was the same when you played T-side. You're just doing one default, but your T-side default was reactive. When they did something, you changed something up. Like when they started pushing too aggressive B every time on your default, you either changed so the solo player played passive, or he brought a mate with him, or even like throw stuff early and then went towards me immediately. Like you changed minor things about the default, which you're not doing here. One super passive made again, one super passive on B. And now, since you lost A so many times, you're inclined to rotate faster, right? Because you're losing because you're not fast enough on rotations. So then they just fake you guys out. They play this very well. That's a very smart call by them to fake A there after winning A so many times. But yeah, I don't see you guys. They are throwing that smoke. Okay, maybe you're taking ramp control now. Hmm. You're also playing. You never put a player Ivy, like pushing down, doing like a double pressure, like from side and from here. You're throwing the smoke, staying in position, playing 3 passive. He's taking some damage in mid. He's back here again. Mm, we're seeing the fight there. Rotating over. He's on a flank. Are they gonna turn around this? Turn this? Oh, he gets everyone and he goes up and plants A anyways. When do you know this guy rotates? 30 seconds. Okay, you can hear him run down. You know he's there. You get him, right? Yeah, yeah. He's dead. You hear him rotate. He's gonna kill player B. That's why smart by him going back up. But yeah. Like all this, like the T sides you're playing, or the T's you're playing, Yukari Sports, they're taking all the space you're giving them. Which you were doing against. So yeah. Sorry, my headset died. Let's see. Or Nico here, yeah. Rifle solo one side. He loses that, that's unfortunate. Rotating over. He's just flying from behind. Yeah, not much to say about that, right? Okay, so this is the must-win round. What do you do? Grace back in that spot. You're playing 4B or 4A, taking the space, taking that position. See, like you guys haven't really tried. You lost one ramp take, right? But now one guy with one flash and one smoke and one molotov forces 3 players, even like because the Opal's back here helping 4 players to back off and play passive immediately. Look how far back you back off. You're not even up here. Like, you could be up here fighting a bit, and then fall back. I give them. I start fight here. Maybe win one, lose one. Fall back up here. Then fall back here. Then fall back all the way. Like maybe even put like 2 players back in here and just take this area. But they're not gonna hit that this time. I see like one player fakes you guys out so much and you're backing off. Now you realize that you're starting to rotate 2 mid. But he's very alone here when this happens. Because you decided to put 4 right? Crazy wins that. That's important. That's a regular lurker as well. So he's pushing towards mid. 35 seconds. This is very winnable. So you lose one guy. Yeah. Is this guy get sentries? Yeah. So when they back off here, like he's alone here all the time, and you give him all the space in the world. Like you could probably do a 2-man like retake of Ivy, like I said before. Like maybe take the first fight here and then back off and take that fight. They could probably. This shouldn't be a lost round. You have this round in the bag. You're even 4 versus 2. Ah, okay, he dies fast, but 4 versus 2 against the plant. Do you have someone on flank? No. Okay, he's gonna go down. Yeah, that's what I thought. They have a guy with 5 HP and one with 78. He gets the guy from behind. 2 here now. Facing him, lose the fight, refrag. That's very unfortunate, but that should have been a 1 round. But that's because, like I said, it's just about the space that they're given. You have no clue here where they're going. Maybe put some pressure there. This is a bit of an unfortunate timing. The guy down. Yeah. Sorry, you're changing back here, and you win this out now pretty convincingly. You use your default. Let's see. No, sorry. Oh shit, you lose this. I thought you won this. Yeah, let's see. You're taking 4. I think this is. He's backing up here, but I think that's over. Like, if someone rushed mid here, you're pretty much fucked. Like, a better team will abuse mid a lot more on vertigo. He's so far up there, T side. What does he get there? Okay, does he take a fight here? Yeah, he wins that fight. And see, now you're caught off. Like, Especially now when you get cut off like this, someone have to take space somewhere. So otherwise you're gonna like you have to push out like he does here, but that's too late. That's good. Delaying, you're surviving. You definitely don't have to die here. That's a like very risky because you have your friend come in. Like try on your retakes, you're very spread apart. The same thing when you took ramp there before. Like you're very spread apart in the important situations. Just wait to wait each other and talk to each other. Like this is round 32. This is the first time you change up your CT side thing, where you go in aggressive mid and take that guy. You kill the guy who's been like bugging you all game flanking. Very, very good, but way too late. Because he's been trying on that mid and B flank every single round almost. Not much happens here. Like again, this is also a super winnable round, especially on Vertigo when you know rotations are like very fast for CTs. You're 3 on A passive. Why not take like this guy? I don't know if he has a flash or not. Lorino, no he doesn't. Yeah he does. He has a flash. He just flashed down. You can take this space, clear this, and when you know this is, he's gonna start rotating. And you have to do that. Like look at now. Now he gets here. That's 18. 18. 13. Now it's been 10 seconds and you have just been sitting in this without doing nothing or without doing anything. It's gonna be 20 seconds before he even gets contact. Like if he loses this fight, like this round is already lost when this happens, right? Because he's gonna be slow to rotate in because he has to go around that way or go around that way. These guys are gonna be out of the round immediately. They're probably just flashing this over or smoking off. Flash coming in, blind or smoked off and blind. But yeah, now this round is lost almost. You could still do a miracle play here, but I know T's win, so he's gonna win these fights. You should probably not even go for that round. Like after, you could have saved your guns now, because now you're down. I still have a decent buy, I guess. Now you do the Ivy push, which you lose, but it's a good change. I mean, that has to happen earlier. And why not in this scenario? Like, Jokin, you're back here, and these guys push up, right? You can't back them up in any way. Like, you're just waiting for them to die. What if you play this angle instead? Or even like this angle? Come and at least in the beginning, like just try to help them because you have an easy. Like if you play up here, for example, taking a bit of an angle here, and they're pushing out and playing this, like you have a decent chance of doing crossfire here because they're gonna be focused here. If they win the fight, they turn there. You have a good shot in the back or the other way. Like you get the first guy, then you back off. They're gonna be focused on them, and you can just swing out. Like back here is not gonna help your mates. I think your teamwork went progressively worse while you were losing rounds, and that should happen when you lose a game like this. Molotov smokes. Again, no one from behind. 33 rounds, or I mean, half of them are CT side rounds, but I mean, only once have you flanked towards B or towards A. Sorry. See how they play? They take all the space immediately. They leave mid open, which you can do every now and then, but they take all the space when they play CT side. They're going down, taking fights here, winning that. They're taking fights B, like taking control of a B. It's an unfortunate game. See if I can do this without. It's an unfortunate game that you lose, and I mean, you could as well have won it from your T side. You were so much better. than this team, like individually and like player wise. You had this game. So be more proactive on CT side. That's just the main thing. Don't wait. Don't just do defaults. Like have because you had a few T sides that you went like intermixed with your defaults, which you have the same on CT side. You should probably have like three plays maybe on vertigo, like one towards A, one towards mid, and one towards B. You took one mid control, and once you took B as well. I mean, try that. Try some plays, and then also like especially mid rounds, don't give them all the free space in the world. I mean, that's what it cost you this game and put it to overtime.